and welcome to another incredible episode of Injustice, Second Star Studios production of
Injustice.
Pathfinder 2E. Thank you all for joining us again. If you are watching this back and wondering what happened in the story, we did have a missing episode last week, so we've skipped ahead a whole, actually, fairly substantial amount of information. But someone in our party, I don't think I have a volunteer yet, is going to give us an excellent recap of last time so that you can kind of stay caught up with what's going on. We're going to jump right into it tonight, so we've got a lot to do potentially. And who is going to volunteer to give us a recap of the missing Thursday night episode from like a weekend some days ago?
I will do my best.
We shall assist you in your venture.
Yeah,
I'll hop in if you need help, but
yeah.
you go ahead and
So
ask for help.
we resolved the conflicts, of our captive. That there was some disagreement at our team about what's going on. We talked to them, got some information, ended up deciding to get teleported back to the capital of, or the school city that Vesser was in Vayanaya.
Vijusari.
Yep.
Vijusari.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to continue, or to begin rather, our quest to find the shards of thing that I can't remember the name of it,
Mm-hmm.
but there are shards that we need to find. One of them, I believe we spent most of the time trying to decide where we should actually go next. And we kind of decided that we were going to go get one of the shards is in the crown of a king of a place, Baladesh. And I think we're actually trying to figure out how to get there. We were discussing different routes we could take, walking across the entire landmass, trying to get a boat from the port that we're on now, but it was going to take us like all the way around and take like months. I think we decided, and I could be wrong here, I know it was discussed, to actually walk short way across the landmass to the another port, I think over here actually.
Mm-hmm.
And
in order to the Horizonmer Plains to Imdal Liam to seek boat passage to Baladesh.
In order to begin that leg of the quest. And I think that is the majority of what happened, at least the high notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There are some like detailed things, but like we don't need to talk about necessarily.
The first thing we did last session upon arriving in Vayanaya, in Vijusari, I will say.
Oh yeah.
Is you went to the Tricorn Mercy House.
That's right.
You were searching for your friend Elegance Conover, who is kind of plugged into the seedy underbelly of the city, looking for rumors and information and checking up on the task you had set her to before, which was kind of trying to scrub the rumors of you guys from any sort of message boards or bounty boards, so that it would be harder to follow your trail. So you warned her, and also further hired her to seek out information about these shards of the Vaosi corpse. Again, the ultimate overall quest that you're on, the main quest, if you check your journals, the main quest title right now is rebuild the Vaosi so that you can destroy it properly. Effectively, that's what the mission that you're on. When first the Vaosi was murdered by the original individuals, they had no idea what the consequences would be, and when it exploded into shards and the vertexes from it were captured by those individuals, they didn't have enough people there to claim all of the vertices, and therefore there was a lingering power left within the corpse. The idea being now, if you were to find all these shards, reconstruct the corpse, essentially revive it, and then re-kill the Veo, but you have enough individuals there present who can claim the vertices, you can finally strip it of its power and essentially correctly perform the destruction of a god that was failed so many centuries ago. All that to say, Conover is on the case, setting out feelers, looking for rumors of these strange purple crystals. As you all are seeking to head to Bangladesh, I think you have a couple of reasons for heading to Bangladesh. Not only is the crown jewel of the king of Bangladesh one of these specific shards that you will ultimately need to collect, but also you know that the Aoife, the woman who was a turncoat, a spy, turned you over to Dunica, was sending money to her family in southern Bangladesh. I don't know if that was still a lead you guys were following or not, but so your goal now is to head across the Horizon Plains, heading southward. You want to, I believe that Vestern recommended you hire mounts or buy mounts in Vidrusari to make your way across the plains.
Haven't actually set that on table, had that thought like as we were ending the, like, oh wait, hold on, doing math, like, can we not do that? We've not done that yet, so that we're in that process of deciding to get mounts, I think.
Right.
And that would allow you to traverse the plains more quickly, and head to the sort of naval capital of Veonaya, which is Iamdal Liam, where you should be able to hire a ship that would take you much more quickly. The logistical issue here is that from the port to the north, Vidrusari, to get to Bangladesh, you have to circle all the way around Astrapur. You can't cut through the Spiral Sea. Well, you could, but a lot of vessels won't, because anything that they have on board, any casters that they have on board for their own protection would be lamed, useless, while passing through the Spiral Sea, if they were to become attacked by pirates or whatnot. So most people go all the way around, and then through to the inner sea and come to Bangladesh, versus if you come across this short land strait to Iamdal Liam, you can just do this sort of quick hop down to Bangladesh. Still take like a week or two on boat, but not 3 months. There is a northern passage.
I think it was
as well. 5 months. There's a northern passage as well around the Himamkara, the hands of the mountain, but the ice drifts are too unpredictable and thick at this time of year to risk taking that passage. So, anyone have any other follow-up questions before we go ahead and jump into the game?
Yes, does this music sound like the emotional moment in any animes to anybody else? Or
Absolutely.
Is it just me? That's good. I just wanted to see if we had that same vibe. Thank you for your assistance, friends.
Perfect. Yes, John, if you will add that evergreen hero point and 10 experience points to mark that you have done your piece on this rotation.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen. So, as you all gather, you've just left, I believe, you've just left the Tricorn Mercy House. No. You went down to the docks, where you you did speak with some individuals who were sailors on the Quacken. What is the name of this ship?
Miragoth Eidolon.
Miragoth Eidolon. Gosh, we lost the Quacken episode, guys.
Well, you mean we didn't release the Quacken episode?
We didn't release the Quacken episode. Unfortunately. So... Yeah, so you guys are down by the docks, just having discovered how long it's going to take to travel by sea to Bangladesh, and kind of coming up with new logistics plans. So go ahead and take it away, team. You may not want to hover too long around the docksides for fear of potentially being conscripted, as there are a lot of soldiers moving about. They've basically taken over the dock region, with the exception of a couple of independent vessels here in Vijusari.
Yes, Vestern, I do think it'd be a good idea for us to get some mounts. Well, you don't want to say anything, Vestern? Fine. Okay. Whatever.
She's gonna rely on her twin to do all the talking.
Her twin? Wait, no, that part of the lore hasn't been revealed yet, Sid.
Well, yeah, you're very distantly related. Distant, like shared a womb together. No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
I do think that mounts would be a good idea. Does anybody have any objections to trying to acquire some horses?
How much does a horse cost?
I don't know yet. No harm in asking, I suppose. If that information would be good for us. I will try to find a reputable stable.
Indeed. Basic services.
That was not a yes to you, sorry. I just got home.
Congrats. I'm glad you made it safe.
Where was this, William? I remember this rule being really kind of obscure. Stabling? No. Transportation via caravan?
Caravans are bad. Oh, we don't want to be with a group of people. Oleander has a bit of a thing that he wants to do that isn't necessary because Will knows that we can't find this, but on the mention of Mount, Oleander gets very excited, and he is specifically looking for Terravis bird.
Okay.
Which, well, yeah, we can role play.
Why don't actually
what Will
whoever wants to go ahead and make a gather information check. I believe that's a diplomacy check. If you'd like to kind of scout about the region, I'll go ahead and make one on behalf of Vesrin. She has some information about Vijusari already, so she'll have a slight bonus to this.
She can make the horse one. I'll do the one that I know is fruitless, but my character would do.
All right, let's do some diplomacy.
There is a bit for the party. There's a bit of like kid Oleander that just happened out of nowhere that you've not seen at all since you've met each other again. Really, at the mounts and Terravis birds in particular.
All right. Yeah. So actually, Oleander, with that check, you are able to. So you find near the edges of the city there are a number of places that are offering services. There is a transport guild offering teleportation services. There's just 2 people working there, and not a lot of people using their services. It's incredibly expensive, but sometimes if you need instantaneous transportation, it's kind of like buying a plane ticket today, kind of. It's not what most people are going to go for if they can afford to if they can afford the time cost of going there more slowly. Um,
Can you put us on the actual map so that we can measure out
I
how
can.
much that might cost?
Yes, it is. Just remember, this map is huge.
Because it's how much gold per mile, or like 10 miles?
It's not strictly done that way because I wasn't smart. But
Yeah, if generally, I think that it's going to be expected that we're going to have to buy the, unless we actually just, quickest way is to buy the animals and not try to worry
he's talking about
whatever he does.
teleportation.
Oh yeah, yes, I forgot that was even a thing that we have the money that we could do that. I don't think we should, because we can only do it this one. Like, if we can do it, we'll do it this one time, and then we're out of money now, and
Yeah.
it doesn't actually.
Okay, so there are a number of animals that are purchasable. Great, I found the table.
I was about to say, I forgot. It is in the chat. In
Yeah.
the Injustice, I posted that. We posted that last week.
So for teleportation services,
Oh, there's a table for that.
generally, no. You know that it costs Manigal's estate approximately 400 gold to transport you 100 miles. That may not be the standard going rate. I just kind of pulled that number out of my ass the first time around, so don't hold me to that. But
So we may not even have enough because it's 246 miles.
it's a significant different distance. Oh, to Liam Daliam? Liam Daliam?
Yeah, even that is a
Yeah.
significant distance.
Yeah, I would say that's probably gonna be close to like 700 gold. So you would have enough if you want to spend all of your gold to instantly travel there.
400 times
essentially all of it.
2.5? That would be 1,000, right?
It's not a strict.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything,
You think about it-
So what? I think that Mason's saying that you're being kind
I
here
am.
in that.
So like,
Yeah.
there's a yeah. It's not strictly by the mile.
Yeah.
There's like a
like
flat
buying a
amount they
gold.
charge you just to show up and cast the spell, and then there's a
Okay.
per mile, right? So like,
And it could also be like, oh, this is a common spot though. It's like, this is a
Yeah.
bit cheaper to go here than it is to go like this random city, like this random town. Like we can get you there too, but like,
yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it that I haven't mapped
don't want
out.
to.
Yeah. But yeah, so actually, Oleander, you do find a stall that has a number of mounts available. The gentleman behind the stall has a behind the stall has a handlebar mustache and is got a comb over. He's balding on top. He's got a pair of tinted glasses on. He got kind of a leather vest situation over a dirty button-up. He's looking around. He has a number of weird and exotic and interesting mounts here. Upon
So
investigating,
we probably passed by like one or two stalls. Like somebody like, oh yeah, there's a. No, I found it. I already know where we're going. Like it's one of those. Like we probably passed stables that were just horses already, and we found this guy, and this is where I found.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I interrupted you. If you want to finish the description,
No,
I apologize.
no, you're fine. Horses are available for purchase. Riding horses available for purchase. So like a riding horse is 8 gold pieces. A riding pony is 7 gold pieces for purchase. It's important to know that war horses and war ponies are combat trained, and they do not gain frightened for and fleeing anytime combat breaks out.
We even talked about this, but Terravis birds are also level 2, so I think that they'd be about the same, at least in terms of.
Probably in that range if they're
Yeah,
combat
yeah,
trained.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or even if they don't, I don't know what we call them friends necessarily, but like they are level 2 creatures. I do know, and that's the same as Warhorse.
Did you give the price for the war horses?
A warhorse is 30 gold pieces.
Okay.
But you said
But there
exotic
aren't.
animals.
Yes, there are no warhorses here. The gentleman behind the counter is offering services to rent, but also selling Horizon or Plain hardened travel zebras that are they're basically caught wild on the Horizon Plains, broken and trained. They're similar to a warhorse, but they're going to be more familiar with the Horizon Plains territory and better at traversing it, so they'll move a little bit more quickly. They also have natural camouflage to animals that see in black and white on the plains, and therefore are less bring less attention to you while you travel.
What was the price of those?
They're 30 gold pieces. There are no war horses.
Same price.
here.
Same price as
Yes.
the war horses. Okay.
Yeah, and Oleander is like when he's probably talks like is really like you gotta have a Terrorist bird, and he said no is the answer. He's got crestfallen, but also like it's not looking good. Yeah.
Haven't had any terrorists for a month or more. Last one I sold, it went for a pretty penny, 120 gold, I believe. Gentleman out on the eastern edge of the plateaus.
but you're just making more sad the more you talk about it. It's fine.
Yeah. So, but I have got some plains zebras here, and if you're heading out onto the Horizon, that's what I highly recommend. Of course, we've got your regular old riding horses, and they'll do you for just fine. But they're easy to spook. They won't move quite as fast, and they aren't quite as hardy. Basically, if you're out in the plains and you run into a scrap, you might as well count on eating the damn thing, because you ain't gonna catch it if it gets away, and it ain't gonna carry you any further.
Probably want to consider the zebras then.
Yeah,
That's my recommendation.
Quite the salesman, because I didn't have to convince my friends at least that friend, that I agreed with that sentiment.
Well, we're running the zebras 30 gold pieces if you'd like to outright purchase, although you can certainly rent for a gold piece per day, but I expect that they return in good health to me here in Vidrusari.
You don't happen to have a business partner in what is it? How do you? It's a double I.
Eam.
Say the first part.
Eam.
Imdal Liam.
Yes.
Why?
Liam.
Eamdal Liam.
Liam.
Imdal Liam.
Yes.
Liam.
Imdal Liam.
Yes.
I say in my astro. No. I say it correct. I'm not gonna do it again.
Okay.
You don't have.
Yeah.
There's not any chance that you have a business partner there that would take them and return them.
Oh. I might could arrange something, but it costs extra to not return it to the same location.
As do most U-Hauls.
Can you tell me is it too much? Is it more of a headache to just figure out the number or just buy them?
Well,
If you have, actually, sorry, never mind. Here's how it goes. Can you give us the name of the stables in there, and might sell them there, and maybe have a writ of a notice for you? Like we'll just buy them outright from you, and then maybe they'll buy them from us.
Well,
when we get
I
there.
don't have a name offhand. I might find somebody with whom I could.
We probably at least need the day.
Yeah, I'm happy to reach out, friends, across the plains. Whenever you're ready to purchase, I only have 10 of these creatures available right now, and there's a lot of folks trying to leave Vidrusari and Veonaya altogether these days. You know, there's war on. So I would be expeditious in your decision making if I was you.
How many would we need, Ollie?
Would we not? Would we not need 5? 6? I mean, sorry.
We could ride in pairs probably. I've not seen them personally, but we could. But
On
I-
the table, you'd move more slowly, riding in pairs,
Yeah.
with the exception of like Kijani and Tofros could probably share a horse if they didn't mind, or Kijani and Kai. Remember, Kai is hollow bones.
I'm made
And-
of wires and hollow bones.
And Ceridwen can make himself weightless for a short time. So there's that, and then there's also you might want to consider the like a pack animal, but
All right, so we get 5 of these and give Topros the pack animal direct. Because that fits in with the. I'm just trying to stay in the. I'm sorry, Jerry. I think that it does bring up the pack animal, and I appreciate that because I would have forgotten that. I do think that we could maybe get it with 5, but I won't be the one that doesn't want to have one my own, so I wouldn't be opposed to us getting 6 so that we all have our own to make it easier in that regard. Or
I personally
difficult.
would prefer my own riding animal.
Do you have any experience riding animals?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. My aunt owned an entire business training riding animals. That was the
does not
reason why she made so.
implicitly mean that you ever got on a riding animal.
I did get on ride. I rode Tervis when I
No.
got to Astropole.
Okay.
Once somebody tells you
And,
that that's the reason that does to come
Whatever the lizard things are, I can't remember what the names of the giant lizards are.
giant lizards.
There were also these giant lizards that they domesticated to be riding
Oh.
animals because they could traverse mountains or maybe something like that. Or I might be completely confusing them with the Tervis.
gecko mounts. Yeah, they can
Yeah.
traverse straight up
Yeah.
the
Well-
steep slopes of the Astropoli mountains.
I think the fewer extra things to take care of, the better. So, if you would like to be on your own, that should probably also be the pack mount. And then I will ride with Chokai. We do not have very much stuff.
That's true.
That's a point about the pack mount then too. Then why would we need a pack mount if we don't have too much stuff?
Well,
It'd be quicker to not have a pack mount at all and have him have his own. If we're talking about quick
That's what I
speed,
just yeah.
no.
I mean, we
You
just
said
put
use a-
the extra
you-
stuff on his. No, I'm saying that we put all of our extra stuff on his. Doesn't have to be.
Oh, pack. Okay, so pack mount means a different thing than
yeah. We do
using
not
a
need.
mount as a pack
Yes.
mount. A pack mount is usually slower. It's usually a mule or a donkey, but I understand, or a pony. But there we go.
We just
I
use
understand.
the
What,
zebra as the yes. Zebra.
I've no idea.
Yes.
I'm mildly upset, but it's not a thing that he can affect. It's not your fault. You're fine. You're good. You're good, man.
Oh,
I-
all right. Well,
You
let
are
me know
hard to
if you'd like to
understand.
make a purchase.
I
I believe our
go ahead
decision has
and
been
at
made.
least-
But
yeah, we should go at least pay for of the ones that we want to show.
So
If you'd like to put-
150 gold.
If you'd like to put the money down today, I'll be happy to stable them for you, keep them safe and healthy till your departure in the morning. If you want to leave at dawn, always best to have a whole day of sunlight ahead of you when heading into the plains. Or you're welcome to walk out the door.
I'm find to pay for it now. I don't think we're gonna find a better deal personally.
Yes, I assume we would pay for it now and then leave in the morning.
5, and
Brilliant.
maybe we decide down to 6
Excellent
in the
choice.
morning. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pay for 5 of them. And
Oh, very good. Would you like to select them yourselves?
I would.
Yes.
Yep. He leads you around behind the stable, and you can see there are 10 zebras here. Not the way that the players are probably expecting them. They are not black and white. They are white
and
and
black.
yes, they're white and black, like Zebstrika. They're white, and then they have many different hues. They're all the same sort of pattern. These striped patterns to mimic grass, but some of them are green, yellow, gold, red. Many predators are colorblind anyway, so it's just kind of a crapshoot. But they are somewhat chromatic in their.
I
And
would
the
like
colors.
to go to one of the black and golden hued ones.
White and gold.
White and golden hued ones. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, what you?
I will. There's not an animal handling check. What check would that be here?
Nature, I think.
Nature? Okay. Oh, well, okay, I'm trained in it, so. A nature check to just, like, pet the animal.
Okay.
And make some initial, like, make an impression, I guess, with an animal, which is,
Right,
I'm not a
it's-
druid, so there are things
Command an
I
animal is the
Yeah,
is the action, but yeah, you're welcome to do that.
okay.
That is yes. Command an animal nature check it's like that treat wounds medicine check thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Um, it's a little startled, because it doesn't see you at first. You're a little short, and you're not in it. You don't like come at it from the side. You come at it from straight ahead. So it's a prey animal, so its eyes are on the sides of its head, and when it does finally turn to like nip at its shoulder, it catches you in its periphery, and it is startled and backs up away from you.
Yeah. It has, in fact, been a while.
I will also approach
All right.
one of
Yeah, they're pretty well trained. There's not really any reason to make this check unless you want to.
How much gold is this purchase?
It is 30 gold per person
per mount.
Or mount?
per mount. Yes, sorry. So you could take that out of the party's fund.
So that
Kijana
is-
rolled a
there's-
natural 20 to pet the horsey.
So that's 5 mounts.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
15
So
left.
15 platinum. Gotcha.
Yeah, Kijani walks up and kind of looks throughout the 10 and picks one that's about medium size, not too large, not too small, and he walks up and he goes, "I am sorry, I do not know your name, friend, but I believe that you will be carrying my friend and I, so we will call you
Here.
Oh, mud pie.
we will call you Tim.
Him?
Hello, Tim."
Tim.
And he just
Tim.
starts.
Tim.
He
Some call
starts
me
like, petting.
Yeah,
No,
the horse,
no.
the zebra straight up like
T-E-M.
kneels.
Guys, but no, he said Tim. It's T-E-M. It's a,
Yeah,
Tim.
the horse
Yeah,
straight up
not
kneels,
Tim with
gets
an
down
accent,
on
it's Tim.
gets down onto its belly, and kind of lays on its side.
And Kijani just kind of like hugs it and starts like patting its back.
What is the size difference between Kijani and this zebra? For my headcanon.
The zebra is like a large creature, 9 feet tall.
I'm like on
Petting
my
its
tippy
knee.
toes. No, it gets down on the ground, so I'm like on like petting the side of it, but it is like the torso of it is as tall as Kijani. So like he is like starfish, like doing this.
That is fantastic.
You are a good boy, Tim.
Um,
And then he checks to make sure it's a boy. And it's like, okay, yes, you are a good boy, Teo.
Sarah would walk and
It would be funny.
like stand in front of each and every zebra until one of them felt right. Um, no, not this one. No, it's nice to meet you though. No, not you. No, a little too fun. I appreciate the energy you bring, but you bring a real Jar Jar Binks energy to what I'm trying to bring here. It's just not really where I'm at right now.
He brings a what?
It's a character in the folklore of the Terra Nomada. The General Jar Jar Binks.
Okay. Hisa sounds fun.
It's a good thing he's not a senator. It sounds like a terrible name for a senator.
I just watched episode 1 today for funsies.
Can I make a planes lore check? I know it's not quite what you asked for, but if I could ever ask for it, it's probably the only chance in the game that I'm gonna get to ask for a planes lore check. I have a 0 to nature. I just want to be kind of good at the thing that I feel like my backstory says. Oh man, I am kind of good at it.
Somebody say stop.
Stop.
Okay, cool. My zebra's color is this one.
Found
You
a
said
random
less-
color
like-
generator.
Yes. It is called
said-
traffic yellow.
It's the color of a light of a traffic light. That's what
Yes.
traffic yellow is.
Uh,
Are there any multi-hued? Okay. You say that like when if I ask again, if you think about it harder, is it still no?
Is
Okay.
green one of the colors?
green is not a creative color.
Ours is. Ours is green. Incredibly rude.
You
Time-
you haven't
time is
seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That was a reference to that.
Well, now I am scared,
You yes.
but I do want a Javis hug.
Yes.
Please hug me. I'm scared.
I
Come to
think that
Columbia.
the one the Oleander picks is also a yellow, but not traffic yellow, like golden grass yellow, because it's like, oh, that's what they're for. Okay, goes for the one that seems the most
So that's
grass colored.
you of the 10 zebras. You guys picked out all 3 of the yellow ones.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't want to. I want to be different. Thank you for reminding me.
Topaz
Fine, it'll be
and
purple.
Sarah
It'll be
both
purple.
picked- Okay.
It'll be purple.
There's
I picked the
purple.
golden one.
Yeah,
True.
that's what I was going for. But
Mm-hmm.
I have a purple and white zebra.
Excellent. Anyone want to pick for Vestron?
She gets a purple one.
God damn it!
Um,
I was gonna say something like a turquoise-ish.
sure.
Yeah.
To match Topaz's hair.
No, okay, all right.
You guys are so colorful. Brilliant. So, you have the rest of the day here in Vitrusari to plan, purchase. You can head to the shops. This is a huge metropolitan area. So basically anything that you can imagine within your level, you could purchase here.
There's not much in our level that's worth purchasing.
I would like to go find some potions of healing for
That-
the group.
The thing that's worth purchasing.
Okay. Unfortunately,
There's a war going on, so anything that has to do with battle or healing is not going to be there.
you go into the apothecary and check the shelves. Cleared out. You check the other side of the shelves. Tons of potions. Really like mundane day-to-day stuff, like potion of unibrow removal, potion of like teeth whitening, like stuff that people would want to buy, but that has no practical adventuring purpose.
You see Oleander like looking at all the cosmetics and you have to pull them away like touch your yeah.
Sarajum will try to find a tent.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe some portable cookery.
We need to buy rations.
Yeah, some shelf stable sustenance.
So, yep, you can purchase rations, just plain, rations. Those are available in the drop downs, like import. It'll tell you how much gold they are. Tents come in a variety of types. You could get, for example, a pup tent for 8 silver apiece, and these are going to be like basically one person per, just to protect you from the elements, or a pavilion tent for 40 gold. A pavilion tent for 40 gold, which doesn't tell me how many people can sleep in the pavilion tent. Super helpful, thanks. You could get a 4-person tent for 5 gold, or 2 4-person tents for 10 gold, and that's probably bang for your buck, since there's 6 of you, 2 of you are small. Kijani sleeps outside anyway.
I mean, we'll usually be taking watch, so it's not like all 6
True.
of us are going to be sleeping inside the tent.
A pavilion tent is 11 bulk more than a 4-person tent. For some context, if you just want to do the math there.
The pavilion tent is for circuses.
The pavilion tent is you have a huge cookout and have a tent set out with tables underneath
or
that
an army, and this is where the general keeps the war table.
That is a pavilion tent.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. So, either the pup tents or the 4-person tents, you could purchase those for the respective prices here. Pup tent 8 silver pieces, 4-person 5 gold pieces. There's like a little lean-to bivouac or something. I don't know.
While all of this is happening, Kijani will go to the park where he first encountered the rest of the party.
Okay.
And one by one go to each tree and thank them for welcome. Say that he will probably not see them for a while. Still can't speak the plants, guys.
Yeah. This takes you some time, during which it takes about half an hour to an hour and a half, somewhere in that range, for each of the other party members to realize that nobody knows where Kijani is, and to have a slight panic. This is a distance, like it's an entirely different district from where you guys are. Before ultimately Kijani shows back up out of nowhere, and everyone's like, "Oh, whew. We knew that would turn out fine. No worries."
Kijani is like, goes to Vestern specifically, and he says, "Think that the trees will miss you. I just saw it on the leaves. They don't speak to me. Just."
Well, that's very kind of them.
He takes her hand and just kind of like pats it. It's okay. You'll see them again.
Thank you, Kijani. Ever so full of tact.
They have feelings, you know.
Anything else for the day?
I'm going to be taking a gold of party funds to buy cookware.
Wait, Kijani controls the light of the sun. Is he the dayman? Would anyone call him the dayman here? I need one person to call him the dayman.
He's not the day man until he can make his own sunny drink. Sorry.
You say day, you say day, you say day. Daylight come?
Me can't go home.
You can't go home. That's true. Hey, so accurate, so true. Um, as evening falls, did you guys want to head back to the Mage's Meadery? I know you had checked in there kind of early in the day, and there wasn't a lot of activity. Or that's not.
Might as well.
Pretty much got everything you want.
Might as well get a drink or something. Enjoy civilization.
Yes, you might as well.
We are buying a tent? Yes.
We're buying at least 2 tents. We might be buying 6, but we're buying 2 tents.
Two
four-person
four-person
tents.
Yes.
Okay.
That does mean we have to be able to hold that one bulk each. Somebody has to hold that bulk on their character sheet. That is the difficulty. A 4-person tent is a bulk as opposed to a light bulk.
Right.
I can carry it.
Yeah, I got one.
We can put it.
They're just called it's just called a 4-person tent.
Yes.
Tent
I
by
am be
four
able-
person.
Yeah, I don't know
I might
what
be the person for that.
I don't know what everyone's capabilities are. I just know that I'm at 5 bulk
I got
and 2
some
light. And
Fuck
I
shit with
get
my
encumbered.
interdimensional space. So let me just read about it.
That's true. Hold on, let's check your feet. Boop, 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 boop. Check your feet.
I just need someone to carry the cookware.
My feet are down there.
How much is the cookware?
It is 2 bulk.
This
Now,
consists
I can
of,
carry it.
This consists of a folding iron tripod, a cast iron Dutch oven with a lid, and some like stabby cookie bits.
Your shifted space can contain 3 bulk of objects, which don't count towards the bulk you're carrying.
Also, Sergeant, are you accounting for the fact that you can make everything you're carrying lighter?
I have the bulk, or by my the amount that I can carry before being encumbered is 10.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, that's what I have. And so currently I'm with the tent. It's I'm carrying 7.8. I can carry the cookware, but then I'd be right at the maximum. And I imagine that he wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I can carry 3 bulks worth of stuff in my space, and it will not count.
All right, so grab cookware off one of them sheets there. Just stick it in your extra pockets.
How to doing this? I will figure it out.
Go to the
watch
items
as-
and then click.
It folds down pretty well. It's just heavy. But it's got like a leather strap. You can like sling it over your shoulder. As Kai picks it up and slings it over, it just vanishes behind him. Woof.
I can resist cold damage.
And see heat signatures in the dark.
Is this Legend of Zelda music?
It is not. This is an artist who it's generic.
I like it.
Generic like JRPG music. Yeah. All right. As you guys head to Mage's Meadery, and the bar is crowded once again now that it's evening time. There's a lot of students attending the college here from all over the country who don't have anywhere else to really flee to in light of the war, and as college students are wont to do, mostly ignoring the woes of the world in favor of strong drink and good company. There's a lot of debauchery underway as you arrive at Mage's Meadery. You can see at the very back of the bar, down this narrow, like shotgun-style galley, you recognize, where Vesson recognizes the young half-elf gentleman known as Elric, who is well known for distributing like ADD drugs, basically, to help study at school. A thriving drug trade in a society where your scholastic accomplishments are your entire social status. Right now, he's not conducting business. He's just enjoying a drink with a friend, apparently. As you all head into the bar.
This is cookware, right, John?
Cookware.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yep. All right. So
To the bar.
yeah, you arrive at the bar. Done.
I will acquire a whiskey that is not Casa Bazor whiskey because we've learned that that's very expensive.
Welcome to the Mage's Meadery. What can I get for you? What whiskey is it? One moment,
Is
please.
this Sheila?
No, Sheila's the morning
Oh, you're right.
bartender. She gives you a whiskey neat in a little clay tumbler. Sets it down in front of you. That should be 3 silver.
Okay. I give her 3 silver.
Sarah Joan will get the cheapest passable alcohol. I want the PBR of whatever this bar gives.
She looks at you. Possible. Hold on. She reaches and
Palatable. Palatable. You can pass a lot of things.
take a sniff of this. She gives you a small sample.
I sniff it.
Smells like skunks.
Smells like skunks.
Yep.
I take a sip.
Tastes like piss water.
PBR. I'll take one.
All right. She fills up the cup. 2 copper.
2 copper. That's my kind of deal, guys. There we go.
Just barely brewed enough to kill any bacteria in the water.
I'm gonna order something similar to a mule, like a Moscow mule or something like that, if
Sure.
that's available. It seemed like a college bar. This is a place that I could like. This is the only place that I will do with like things like that.
Yeah. You can get. You have to describe it to her because it's kind of a foreign thing. And then ginger beer. I've got ginger ale. That'll probably be close. Hold on.
Oh yeah, no. That was me giving an example. I don't necessarily want like. I will order a thing that is like that. Like I will not make her figure it out. Like this will be like, hey, I'm gonna order that
I gotcha. Okay.
style of drink of the like. I try to order what like the society. I don't make the bartenders figure things out.
Okay.
I order,
yeah.
But that
She
is
puts
the
a-
style of kind of drink that I'm like that kind of.
She
thing.
puts a cocktail down in front of you in a clay mug that is rum based and not overly sweet, but got a unique, good flavor. That'll be a
Yeah,
silver.
Yeah, I gave like that's what I kind of gave like. Okay, I want this is the liquor, and then something that you do with it that's
Make
like
it.
this.
Make it.
Yeah. Whatever is in your whatever it called here. I don't know what it's called. It's gonna be the wrong thing, but it's gonna be the same drink that I want, probably.
Yes.
And
This
it
is called a Susie's
wasn't.
Alley.
Yeah, cool. And it is
Oh
silver.
no. Thank you for
Whatever
taking my
is-
call.
I didn't have a choice, Susie. It's the way the system works.
Oh.
I
You
gave
stopped calling
her
for a while.
a
It was
silver and enjoy my beverage as I sulk in the corner, depressed about life.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and as the rest of you settle down, get yourself beverages, enjoying the vibe. Where is everyone in the bar, generally speaking? What are you getting up to? Give me a quick blurb. Ready to go, in order of how you appear on the screen. Sarah Dwin.
Saradrin is drinking his barely passable beverage, trying to get anybody to wager a copper to arm wrestle him, so that he can drink more. And every time that he thinks he's going to lose, he will activate his gravity vertex so that his arm is immovable, and in order to win multiple coppers worth of drinks.
Okay, let's double check real quick. I don't know how often you can do that.
I can do it once per hour.
Once per hour, okay. Low risk, low reward betting here. You win a couple outright anyway. You're pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Pretty
I only
brawny,
use
should
it
say.
if I'm gonna lose, but am strong, so props not.
You really only get the chance to use it probably twice over the course of the season. But yeah,
As long as I more drink than I lose, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. That's how it works out. Kai.
I am doing a similar thing, except I am just encouraging people to battle my friend Ceridwen
To arm wrestle Ceridwen,
in,
yeah.
in noble arm wrestling.
All right, hype man, got it. Kijani.
Kijani is like
Walking
kind
his
of
dogs?
just walking. Yes, but also walking around like, kind of just eavesdropping on people. Not in like a malicious way. He just kind of like is curious
Super
about
curious, sure.
what like the like gossip of the town is. And if he hears anybody like going through something like tough, he will not have the social wherewithal to not stop and try and help them.
All right, okay, good to know. Oleander, what are you up to?
For parts of the night, I think Aragorn, when he's called Strider in Fellowship of the Ring,
Sure,
like
sure.
I'm doing that. At some point, I'm like spinning this crystal, like hidden from most view, and then I see it glow, and I look up at Ceridwen and realize it's like, oh shit. So I also, for like in that brief time, I'm the one who like sells the he needs a break guy, because I can't just keep doing. Like, I don't know how often you can do it. Like, so I kind of give him a break so he has time to reset it again. Like, once I realize what's going on, but I am kind of watching.
It's a con, but it's a
and-
low,
Yeah.
a low earning con. Coppers.
Yeah.
Coppers.
Yeah.
Drinking money.
And then I'm watching if anyone's like who might be watching us more intently than just like, oh, these are just
Okay.
random chuckle fucks who came through, who might be looking. You know what I mean?
Topros.
Topros finds a location, a chair to set that has him slightly further away from the rest of the group, but at a vantage point where he can still see them. He takes out one of the tassel worm teeth and is trying to figure out what would be the best course of action for how to make this into something useful. He does that for probably about a total of 7 minutes and then realizes that he has no inspiration at the moment. So
Okay.
then he just starts sitting there, like observing what's happening with everyone else, and is activating his vertex. But he's just sitting there. So to onlookers, he's not really doing anything. He's just watching. But like,
You like
he's
time
really just
speeds up and
practicing.
then slows
Yeah,
down and dilates for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he's just practicing.
All right. Over the course of the evening, you all enjoy the company, getting into a little bit of debauchery and trouble. At some point, Oleander, as you're resting, kind of feet up, in a reverie of your own thoughts, a woman comes up and sits down next to you, and you realize it's Elegance. And she's got her hood up. She's also...
Mhm.
Are we brooding now?
Most times, I don't make it obvious. A lot of time, though.
Well, it's pretty obvious right now.
That's fine. I want it to be.
Believe it or not, I've got something on your little purple pixie dust crystals.
Oh?
Just a rumor. I was surprised it got anything at all. Almost suspicious. too easy. The bait dangling in a spotlight. But if you're interested, I believe there was some compensation for this information.
Alright. Yeah, hold on. It's... I'm not the money guy, obviously. They don't trust me with it for very good reason. I'll be back. And I'll go and... You're muted. If you are talking to us.
You're not gonna win. You got to be stronger than that, brother. I'm just telling you. It's not gonna. We're not gonna do this. You're not gonna keep
you
doing
got
this.
it. Yeah, I
alright?
promise. You got it. Don't even worry.
I know. I've got it.
Alright,
I don't
No,
want
I
to
am
take all
talking
of
to this
his
other guy,
money
don't worry.
today.
Okay, champ, you got it. You're good. Give him a break. I need to talk to you for a minute.
What's up?
And I grab Saradomin's drink and I grab him by the shoulder and walk him over to.
Saraton follows your drink. Does not.
Yeah.
Doesn't care about.
No, yeah, I'm holding you, like holding
Leading
the drink, and
him
I'm like,
by the
yeah,
drink, yeah.
You can take it at this point. I'm not. We're good now. You can take it, please. I don't want to hold your drink anymore. It's awkward. This is.
Saraton does not take the drink.
Yeah, we want. And I like put it. And I take his hand. And it's gonna be more obvious. I'm trying to be discreet at some point. Elegance is here. Has some information, and we. I only have 10 gold that I could pay, so I probably need at least more than that. Probably not too much. Maybe just 15, but I just didn't think 10. Like, I could not offer more than 10 if she was upset about it. So maybe we offer her 10, but I just needed someone around that I had in case I needed.
Okay.
more liquidity than that.
You just, whenever you are deciding that is the amount of coinage that you would like to relinquish in order for this information to be
Saradwin,
passed.
my good man, did you just say coinage?
No, I
You're
said,
looking awfully rosy-cheeked.
I did say coinage. I did say coinage.
My friend is feeling very generous. Excuse me. And
I like generosity.
Oh, really?
But I'm here on business.
Right. Saraton will use Smolder.
Okay. There's a rumor. A pair of amethyst teardrops. Said to be out of the wastes, but not standard fare. They have unique properties, can be caused to defy gravity, set afloat above certain metals. It's thinly, but they're on auction at the Ganfar.
when?
They're on auction now, but I believe the actual auction day is some 30 days from now, maybe a month. They're on display.
Above table, where the Ganfar is, where I think we talked about it last week, but I mean last session, but
You just provoke us as I had things open. There.
Yes.
okay.
Oh, cool. Good. I thought we were gonna it's gonna be here.
Oh, Ganfar. Oh, Ganfar is in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
It's an independent city.
Not-
it's a free city,
Yeah,
but
it's not
yes.
inbound. But it's on the way. It's closer to Bangladesh than it is to here.
Yeah.
It's a pirate port city. Of course, if you just want me to keep tabs on them, I can try and find out who buys them on auction day and let you know. But about my fee.
I'll lay my hand out. I'll have a stack of 5 gold on the table and see how that does. And I looked at Saradomin and
Use the rest that I just gave you. Above table. I didn't give you any.
Yeah.
Sarah is trying to lie drunk.
If this is the sort of things I get, perhaps next time I won't be so forward with my information.
paid you 40 gold for the whole job. This is like and I'll put down the 5 that I had. The other 10, the total of 10 gold that I have on my person.
She swipes it up.
Yeah. This is
I'll keep an ear out.
a fourth of the price that I paid initially. Just as a reminder,
That money was for greasing palms and doing the job. It doesn't go into my pocket. It's a pleasure.
That does. Okay, bye.
And she slips away into the crowd.
Sarah tries to smolder again.
It's a little wonky. It's a little smoldery eyebrows.
Yeah. Sarah will tell Oleander to get replenished from the party fund.
It'll be good. It's fine. I don't usually spend money without your. I'll get it if I need it.
The rest of the evening passes without event, as you all enjoy the rest of the evening. I assume you gather to sort of quietly share this information with each other, and then find your way to. I guess are you staying here at the? Are you staying at an inn? Sleeping in the streets?
Well, Vesper's gonna stay at her apartment, I assume.
Under
I
the
assume we have
bridge.
Correct.
rooms at whatever inn that we used before.
You can head back down there. That's closer to the docks. It's a cheap place. One of these situations that's like one big room full of bunks. So it's just you're really careful with your valuables in your pockets. Sleep. But I guess you could send most of your valuables with Vestrin back to her apartment and then make sure.
Oh no, Sarah is sleeping on Vestrin's floor again. 100%.
Which was so terribly uncomfortable the last time.
I'm pretty sure that Oleander ends up sleeping in the park where Kijani insists in sleeping because he doesn't, for the same like if in order to splitting up, like being by yourself seems like a bad idea right now. So
Okay.
I think that we split into 3 groups of 2.
All right.
Potentially.
As the following morning comes round, Oleander awakens with damp dew upon his skin and
Hit by a guard who notices like,
a
hey, you can't sleep
citation.
here.
Yeah, you have a citation ticket actually, and a 5 gold fine.
And, like next to Kijani, like right next to Kijani.
Johnny
he
has
doesn't-
no fine. That's right. Because Johnny's just. But yeah, you never saw the guard. You just woke up with
Yeah.
the ticket.
Where is the sun?
That's actually.
Where is the sun? I said.
Like, at least he
It is night.
You know what? You know what? Good on the. He just fined me. That's better than like he didn't kick me out or anything. He just. You know what? I don't
It's
know.
funny too. Like if you had 5 gold, he probably was like a this guy looks like he's wearing like kind of nice clothes. He could totally afford an inn. He just got drunk and fell asleep here.
Yep.
So.
Which
Here's
is
a
like
fine.
not the case at all. He's just like angry that I had to sleep in the woods. Like when in the woods, like that's what I
In
feel
the
like.
park. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said when I was going to sleep.
All right, as you all make your way back to the stables and collect your zebras, and prepare to make way across the Horizmer Plains.
Into the unknown.
No, I have a song for this. Hold on. You're gonna love it. It's very much in line with the. It's the same artist as the other one. Hold on. Where?
Do you need water? Okay.
Yes.
You do not need water.
As you make your way towards the gates, mounted, clop-tropping along the cobbled roads, you pass outside of the protective walls of Vidrusari and make your way down the short spit of land for about an hour before it becomes the winding, well-traveled dirt paths of the Horizon Plains. So, upon horseback, you can move 4 hexes in a day, and the zebras do not count any part of the Horizon Plains as difficult terrain. So you will be able to move 4 hexes in a day, effectively every day. So you will just.
Did we get a? Not that you need to give it to me right now, but did we also get a potential who to talk to if we wanted to sell them back?
Yeah, he gives you the name
City?
of someone in Daliam. I don't have that handy, but so I am measuring. I need just a general token for the party, not all of you here. But what? In the first day, I'm gonna move you guys. I'm gonna assuming that you're moving kind of in the most reasonable path.
It is currently the 30th day of Siren on Hell's Day.
Dun 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 dun.
Exactly.
Dun 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 dun.
Jonathan, the delay. Please, sir.
What do you mean?
I know
What
it
do you
sounds
mean?
great to you. So yes, this would be the first day of travel. This is Hell's Day, the 9th day of Siren. Is that what you said?
29th day of Siren. Yeah. No, the 30th
sorry,
day of Siren.
30th day of Siren.
30th day of
Yes. Siren is the 9th month. That confused me. That's all true and accurate. Alright. Having made it this first day upon the plains, still quite close to civilization. Haven't really gotten out into the roughest areas yet. And with Kai and Saratwin with you, easily able to kind of pick out really great places to camp where, like, bluffs behind shallow hills where you know the wind isn't going to whip at your tent flaps all night, and you can settle down here and make a camp. Nothing particularly eventful happens during the day. Everyone go ahead and we'll assume that you have consumed rations, you prepare meal, and that you have your watches through the night. Everyone, somebody roll for me, please, a D10.
Oh no.
That's a lot of D10s,
Kai-
guys.
Kai beat me to it.
I think that a 10's probably gonna be real good. I don't know.
You have a completely uneventful evening. You're able to catch up a couple of rabbits. Rabbits on the horizon are harder to catch than normal rabbits. They're extremely fast. They have to be to avoid the giant spiders and other terrifying predators that swoop through the plains. And they're leaner, so that they don't make as filling a meal. But you're able to catch a couple.
Making a great stew.
Put them in a stew, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. And you wake up the following morning. Go ahead and hop ahead. This will be the first day of Labyrinth. Guys, you made it a whole month in game.
Well, technically, we've made it a number of years in game.
That's true. That's well true. Oh, that's well true. First day of the week, and it is the first day of Labyrinth. Do you guys want to? Someone want to move your 4 squares?
I'm pulling broccoli out the oven, so I'll pass on this one.
I'm actually going to elect to cherry bomb this 4-square turn.
Okay.
See, you said if anyone wants to, but like, I feel like we only
Oops.
We are not just one token. And now,
Yeah. Yeah.
Tokai has left us.
He's so fast.
The
For
forward
ya.
party.
Yep. After 2 days of travel now, you do find the zebras are well trained and well behaved, very respondent to just general instruction. They're fairly intelligent and hardy, so the travel goes easily. Kai? Is my game just being slow?
He's back with us on my screen.
Oh.
Yeah, I moved us back, or I moved me back with us.
All right. Somebody roll a d10 for me, please.
It's wild that it's not on your screen.
I know.
Not so great this time, guys. So sorry.
As you settle down for the evening,
Horrible plague and famine.
Kai,
The worst thing that can happen is we get more experience points.
you and Ceridwen both recognize a low humming sound coming from the distance, and know this to be the harbinger of a swarm of locusts. They aren't necessarily
Locust.
dangerous,
Incoming.
but it'll be very difficult to sleep through if you don't really hunker down and like pin down all of your tents and everything. So I need for you guys to make survival checks. Someone to make a survival check. I don't care who it is, obviously. You can aid. You can pick your person.
Who is the survivalist?
I think it's you.
Alright.
Or
Me.
Kai.
This is to hunker down the tents?
Yes. To protect against locusts like getting up under the flaps and just like keeping you guys awake. Also, you're gonna want to stay inside the tent tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a surviving.
I don't know.
Survivaling.
Oh, I have a +7. It looks like.
Do you want to assist?
Aiding.
Yeah, if you want to assist, you can also make the survival check. If you succeed, you can give Kijani a +1. If you critically succeed, you give him a +2. If you fail, nothing. If you critically fail, you give him a -1.
I give Kijani a thumbs up.
I'll do
Kijani
I'll do
Cordelia.
one of these +7. I didn't make it blind because I'm stupid.
Okay. Alright, you did fail, but not critically.
I
So
didn't
Kijani-
do any harm. Hell yeah.
Kijani does critically fail. But none of you
Second
realize
roll of
this.
the night.
None of you realizes this until it is too late. There
I
is a
almost used a hero point on this too, and I was like, nah.
there is a critical error in the way that these are penned down. Kijani just like wove grass to tie them together, to tie the like pieces of tent down. This is,
They
Grass
eat
is-
grass.
grass is plentiful and you can make strong rope out of it. So he's just like weaving grass and like sewing basically the tent flaps together, and you're all inside as you hear the first sounds of like just stupid dumb locusts, right? Just flying into the side of the tent. And you're all just like hunkered in together, beginning to realize that this is going to be all night. You need to try and get some sleep. When the first one chews its way through, and then can't fly out, and then the second one, before you know it, there are
Accidentally
15,
yeah.
30. The tent is full of locusts.
That is not fun.
They are all over
Nice.
everything. Yeah, would you like to respond to the situation or just ride it out.
Is there a way for like what like is there a particular hole that is the worst
Hole?
from where they're coming in from?
Oh, no, ultimately there's just a number of places where they've broken through, up under the flaps.
Sergio is going to start trying to put it together with something. I'm looking at my sheet here.
Yeah, that's how you play this game.
Yeah.
Man, if only somebody had a crafting skill.
Oh, how big are the tents? Are they like
you
small
got-
enough in which if I were to like light a torch to try and like shoo them away, it would light the tent on fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 2 4-person tents. I think you probably only set up one because generally Kijani and Tofros are both small, and you've got one person like on rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably only set up one. But now
Sergio's just going to start trying to kill the ones that are inside of it because that's all he can do. So he's sitting there playing, with the chopsticks trying to catch locust out the air.
okay, Vestrin starts just electric arcing them.
Yeah, I'll like. I mean, if somebody's gonna be up, like, watching anyway, I guess like, I'll go outside with it and like light my torch.
Yeah, like
And try to repair it.
Yeah.
Like just try to keep them away with a fire and try to repair it.
Make a survival check.
Okay, I'm gonna do this the correct way this time, but how to doing this thing?
Kijani will go with him. How early in the night is this?
It's like
There.
1 a.m.
If I used a spell and like we got some rest, would I get that spell back? Spell slot back.
You all are feeling like it's going to be really tough for you to get a full night's rest tonight, regardless.
I rolled a private GM, so I know what it is.
Yeah, great work. Yeah, that's a success. So you
I
head
can
out.
make a tree as a buffer.
Up to you, my guy.
I will, behind Chokai, use Protector Tree to make a medium tree that like buffets.
As soon as you create it, the locusts start tearing it apart. All the leaves gone in a matter of moments. The tree is still sturdy and standing, but it is a miserable life you have brought into this world.
It's okay, my man. You just gotta exist for long enough for us to.
Sometimes that's what life is, my friend.
Yeah.
Good luck.
About 3 hours later, after you have managed to mostly pin down the rest of the tent, fix all of the gaps, and either electric shock or kill all the locusts inside, smashing them with a frying pan, it smells like burnt insect inside the tent. You're all wide awake but exhausted. The zebras are maddened, infuriated, did not get good sleep, and the entire area is basically grazed free, so they're going to be hungry until you get out of the swath of the locusts. But ultimately, finally, the last of the locusts moves on, and there's just a couple of like dumb or lame locusts that got swatted that are kind of like buzzing around on the ground and can't get up.
I will intentionally squish every single one.
Okay. And the sun begins to peek up on the horizon at last. And you all have a bleary morning ahead of you. Make your daily preparations.
I hate to suggest it, but it might be better for the horses if we didn't. Not horses. Whatever or mounts. These guys.
Point to the videos, sure.
If we just walked them, at least for a bit this morning. If we took it a bit slower today, we didn't go as far because that was awful.
I mean, walk them until they can eat, and then let them have a minute, and then press on.
All right. With that, I will say you guys have 2 hexes you can move today.
I
We
moved
get
us into a locust
a-
swarm, so don't make me do it.
Will we get to a grazable? Like they get.
You will
have
get to a
a big
grazable space in that time, yeah. It's a relatively narrow swath of locust.
Hmm.
So, I'll move you guys 2 more. Brilliant. And we'll go to the next day. Someone roll a d10 for me.
I will
need
roll
this
it.
time.
Too late.
Okay. As you all
More
hunker down-
locusts.
As you all hunker down for the night, having made relatively little progress on this day, you're weary, tired, settle down for camp. You've just got rations, unable to find anything huntable, edible on your trip today. The zebras are well fed, well grazed in this area. It's once again lush green grass all around. As you hunker down, who's taking watch first?
I will take. Well, I typically take the last watch.
I can take first watch.
I will join Kijani on first watch.
All right.
Take the middling watch.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Kijani and Sergewin, please make a perception check for me. As you sit around the gently dying coals of your campfire.
I can't yet.
You can't. What?
Nobody's made the call. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Oh, Jerry, if you wouldn't mind,
Perception check.
it's a perception check. So you have to sing the song.
Perception. Oh, I was like so confused. Perception.
Thank you. Jonathan just out here ignoring the ritual.
I got really good chicken, so my mind's just not.
Okay.
All right. As you're all resting in the tent, Kijani, you notice just out of the corner of your eye, all of the terrain here at night is basked in that sort of very low light glow from the campfire. So it all kind of has this just orange color. Everything seems to blend in. The night sky wheeling overhead. It's a bit chilly. Near the fire, you see a stretch of ground that seems to slither. And you kind of double take and see just enough for some of the grass nearest that you've kind of packed down to camp to kind of part and rustle as something disappears into the nearby brush.
And can I make out any discerning features of, like, is it scaled? Does it have fur?
You didn't, by the time you look at it, it was slipping into the grass. You just caught the motion of it out of the corner of your eye.
Okay. Are we surrounded by, like, it's just grass? There aren't,
Yeah,
like, trees or
basically,
bushes?
There's a dirt road. You came a little bit off of the dirt road and then just started like stamping down grass to make a campsite.
The reason
but
I
it's
asked,
just grass and rock. It's Rohan for miles.
so specifically, this root reading spell says root systems of trees and branches. I'm just making sure that like grass root systems wouldn't count.
I would say because it would be harder to call a spell for me. Call a spell for me. Okay. Yeah, you feel as though because this is incredibly tall grass, it's not just like the manicured lawns of the palace, that this would probably have a similar effect to brush.
Okay.
It's wild.
Kijani will like kind of close his eyes and tell Sarah there's something nearby, and then like touch the ground and use root reading and try to seek.
Okay.
Sarajwin will draw his Kopesh, pick up a shield, and start whispering very hushedly but forcefully at his compadres in the tent.
So that's a +1 circumstance bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And go.
So I will say, so the root reading immediately tells you if there is a presence of a medium or larger creature. So you know right away that there isn't. Whatever creature this was, it was smaller than medium.
Got you. Okay.
But this seek is still you still get the +1 bonus, and that is against its. Let me pull this up. It's against its stealth DC. Which you succeed against. So as you use the roots, kind of letting your fingers drift between the high hay and barley, feeling down into their roots as you seek out, you find, you actually almost stumble upon a coiled viper in the brush. You don't recognize the specific species unless you'd like to make a recall knowledge check, Acher.
Sure.
I will use my tattoo to give him a +2 to that.
Wait,
I think-
did we pick up the same tattoo?
Yes.
God damn.
All right. Make that check for me, Mason. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I already did.
Nature. Okay. Critical success. You learn that this is essentially the equivalent of a rattlesnake, diamondback rattlesnake. It's not a large creature, but it could be quite dangerous if startled or cornered. It is not malicious. It's a predator on the plains. You also don't have any like anti-venom per se on hand, and it could be very dangerous for one of you to be struck by this creature, despite the fact that it's a relatively low threat.
Yeah. Kijani will kind of lower his tension
Mm-hmm.
so as not to make it feel threatened, and say, "You are okay, little one. If there are any of your young around, I suggest that you leave before my friends decide you are too much of a threat. But I really would not wish to snuff out your life right now, as you do not seem hungry enough to kill 6 people. Please take your
What is this gonna be? I guess it's a nature check. It's command an animal, but you don't have. It's not a trained animal. You
right.
don't speak snake.
I will use an hero point.
Do you have a spell speak with animals?
A druid, he has wild empathy, so he doesn't take the penalty to make an impression. I believe is what that is.
Oh.
You have a connection with creatures with a natural world that allows you to communicate with them on a rudimentary level. You can use diplomacy to make an impression and make a very simple request to them. In most cases, wild animals will time to make a case. Kijani would rather just try
To
with
frighten it away?
nature because,
Okay.
well, not to frighten it. I have a +0 to diplomacy that actually helps me not at all. So
Yeah, I think that the what I'm understanding is that first call probably isn't accurate. A nature check would be like knowing about them. Unless, can someone find the command an animal action? Is there
It's a nature-
precedence for this? Yeah,
But
but it's usually like a mount or a familiar or
necessarily.
okay. That's what I need to know. It sounds to me like the diplomacy is probably the best option because it's doing exactly what it's, even though you don't have a bonus to it, it is exactly what you're trying to do. You automatically fail command an animal if the animal is hostile or unfriendly to you. Yeah, so I'm gonna call for the diplomacy check here. Use your druid ability. The DC is not high, but that's more in line with what you're attempting to do. You know, reason with the creature. Why did you roll with advantage?
I told you I was using a hero point.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That is a success. And as you kind of empathically reach out to it on a very base, natural level, the serpent gets out of its like S shape and slips away as quickly as it can from you.
Be well, friend. And he just kind of like walked back to camp.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
You woke everybody up for this? What did you even do?
I did not wake anybody up. I told
Seraphim.
Saradwin.
Second
You're
night in a
muted.
row, you know, I really am quite tired.
You're still muted, Chavis.
Kijani said that he saw something. It's protocol. I'm sorry that you don't get your beauty sleep. Lord knows you need it. Go back to bed.
I'll
To be
remember
fair,
that.
it was a very dangerous snake. You remember most things. That's not particularly extraordinary.
And the rest of the night passes without incident.
Oh, the other people's watches don't.
Just for the sake of time,
Sure.
nothing else happens. They have to keep watch. They have their time sitting by the fire in the coals, in the cold, watching the stars climb and fall overhead. But nothing happens. So you awaken on the following day, the the 4th day, Moon's Day.
On the 4th day of traveling, the DM gave to me.
4 more hexes you can move.
And a partridge. in a pear tree.
You see no pear trees
I said what I said.
in this vicinity, so I'll move you guys. I just assume you're headed to where you're headed, so I'm not gonna.
Yep.
If I can't, why can't I move you? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete you all. I'm gonna restart Foundry real quick. Everybody take 5. I also need to get a drink. My Foundry's being obtuse.
Green moose?
Yes. Java juice.
Guava juice.
Something guava juice.
Oh, it's guava.
Giant snake, birthday cake, large fry, chocolate,
Chocolate
shake.
Chocolate shake.
That's the one.
What's the
But
one
that's not
between
take 5.
green moose and guava juice?
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum.
Moose,
Mm.
not anything.
There are 4. It's obtuse.
Large moose,
Green moose,
Green
guava
moose.
juice.
large juice.
No. There are 4. It's
Yeah, it's
not large
obtuse.
moose, green moose.
Fairly Odd Parents theme song lyrics.
Obtuse rubber goose.
Laura says it's rubber goose. Oh,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
guys got
Laura is right.
it. You guys got it. She's a wizard.
I knew
Yeah,
it was 4
well,
things.
The internet. She was right. We were relying on the internet to get the 5th one.
Sid, are you married to the internet?
Sounds like confirmation to me.
Right.
Welcome back. Why is it so quiet?
What are you talking?
There's no music. You know I can't stand it when there's not music. We're not playing the game if there's not music.
Well, we're not playing the game.
How dare you?
You turned the game off.
How dare you?
The game was in the mood and you turned it off.
Mm.
Okay, Smirky.
Take 5? I think that's Herbie Hancock.
It's not Herbie Hancock. It's
Thank you. I need someone to correct me. I knew I was wrong. Just kidding.
And I
Dave
went to the
Brubeck.
old-
There we go. I couldn't. I was like, I know the guy's name in my head. I just couldn't.
I need a token for the party. Oh, I've got something like that. Here we go. Boom.
I think you misheard the song.
I've already done this before.
That sounded
It's a feat.
I had a whole different song.
Are you a percussionist? I'm hearing a lot of digadoes over there.
That's just double tonguing.
I don't know, man. Sounds really percussion-y to me. There it is.
So on this next day of travel, this is the 4th day of Labyrinth. I need 4.
wanting
Oh,
you to finish
let's turn
that.
on the
It's like
travel
Labyrinth.
music again.
And Jonathan definitely gets to roll this one because he's claimed it at least 3 times and has not done it yet. So get this one.
This is where we find $1 billion in gold.
See, I shouldn't have turned off the
Travel music.
The spooky music.
spooky music. Yeah.
Is that because we need it again, or because
Yeah, because
we
you rolled a
don't
3.
need it again?
Oh yes, 3. Tag on, man.
All right, who's taking watch?
Oh, we'll
I'm
continue
doing
with first watch.
All right.
Continue with the middling watch.
Kijani and Serdwin, please roll perception checks.
Coming. I walked to the kitchen to finish my Bill Pickle flavored cashews, and they were oh so tasty. Oh, they're amazing. Well, you get your camera back on?
Oh, I forgot, sir.
That sounds awful.
You sound awful. Oh, character sheet. Okay, there it is.
Oh, character sheet. Oh, character sheet. How
Why is
lovely
everything
are
a Christmas song now?
thy
How
branches.
funny, you're level 5.
Oh, you guys want to level up?
I've got new spells.
See, I
All
want
right.
to say
Lot of
yes,
good-
but I feel like that means you're gonna try to fight at us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not opposed to, but I also don't want to ask for it.
Serdwin and Kijani, hunkered down next to the coals of the fire, you notice nothing through the first 2.5, 3 hours of the evening. It is a sickle moon shining high above a cloudless night. You're on a kind of a shallow bluff, a hill. You can see vast distance in every direction. The normally sun golden hay of the horizon or plains is a bleached silver under the moonlight, and it responds to the breeze, the wind, looking like an ocean as it sways. Mesmerizing, really.
Sarajin spends most of the night asking Kijani what it's like to be a plant.
Kijani spends most of the night making shit up.
Sarajin only believes half of it, but does believe half of
Does
it.
believe half of it, all right.
The parts he doesn't believe are the parts where Kijani is telling the truth.
Totally, yeah. It's like 2 truths and a lie.
Man, I had no idea that like you can't regrow your leaves. Like that's crazy, man.
Yes, it is kind of like the humans and their eggs. You get a certain number when you are born, and that's just it.
I also
don't
like to
have
imagine
eggs.
headcanon. You're not a human. I also like the headcanon, I can't believe you taste through your toes.
Yes. It is rather unpleasant.
The second watch is, I believe, Kai and Ollie. Is that
You're
accurate?
muted.
Yes.
Wop.
All right. As you are awoken from your gentle nap, to take the middle watch, the worst watch, really. You only kind of get into REM sleep, and then are awoken to take watch, and then have to try and catch up the rest of the night's sleep. Bleary-eyed, head back out of the tent as Kijani and Serdwin turn in for the evening. Make perception checks for me, please.
What steps he on?
Wait, hold on.
Kai.
Are you looking for where it is on the sheet?
No.
No,
My
no. You're
my eye slash. I don't think it actually gives me a bonus at the moment. No, it just doubles my
distance.
distant vision. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And actually, with that, so you actually rolled very well. You catch sight of a predator seldom seen on the plains, but one that you have run into before. This is a bloodseeker. Imagine a mosquito the size of a small hawk, and they are basically mosquitoes. This one seems far away from any of its kin. It's not a swarm, it's not a group, and it is hovering slowly because it is glut full of blood. Some sort of carrion, some sort of dead something nearby. Wasn't picked up by other predators or vultures. And it is just so full of blood, its abdomen about to burst, and it's kind of slowly, lazily hovering along. Probably not a threat to you, but unusual to see in the plains, at least by itself. When the scourge does appear, the scourge of the bloodseekers, it's usually in swarms and droves.
All right. Don't like that. Ollie, have you ever heard of really big mosquitoes? Like really big, like not just like
Like not like things that eat mosquitoes that people get scared of. They think about mosquitoes and
right,
they kill, but are actually helpful. Like big, like not that. You mean bigger than that?
right, like probably as big as like
Kai points in the distance, but it's so far away.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem.
I point
Oh
away.
wait,
I
hold
point
on.
down like
Context of distance. That's very big.
yeah, it's like size of like
It's like the size of a merlin, like a
it's
kestrel. Yeah.
it's like a bird, a big bird.
Hey, I don't. There's multiple things that could be said here, and I don't know which one. Either like that's my last name is appropriate and correct. Also, you are a big bird.
I'm not a bird.
You're right. You're not a bird. I apologize. That's offensive.
I'm kind of like a bird though. It's fine.
Okay, thank you.
No, yeah. So just look out for that because there is definitely one over there, and it is full of blood.
I don't like that I do piercing damage and can imagine the impact.
No, it's fine. That one, we're not
Oh
worried.
no. Yeah. I just imagine if it did decide that if we did have to fight down, just imagine as soon as I pierced it, all of the I keep getting covered in other things' blood. It would just if it happens, it's gonna happen, and I know it. We continue to watch and make sure there's no scourges of bloodseekers coming out here looking for us. A bit
Indeed.
more purpose.
The rest of the night does pass without incident. You awaken on the following day, the 5th day, Earth's Day.
I make sure to worry Topharos abundantly before his watch and then go to sleep.
We saw like 3 of them really close, and I think I heard some more.
What am I on the lookout for?
Big bugs.
You ever seen a mosquito?
Yes,
You know what
I've
that
seen
is?
mosquitoes. Yes, I've seen them.
Okay, great. Multiply its size by like 150, maybe 350, and that's about what you're looking for.
Okay.
You know the
That sounds
size of you,
dangerous.
Topharos. Ooh, and I close the tent and go.
They're the
Don't
quinches.
worry.
Friend.
It can't drain all of your blood alone.
All right.
Don't
Awakening
worry, Vestral is happening with you.
the following morning. You have 4 hexes to move today. That's more than 4 hexes, AJ.
Go to the hidden merchant.
Yeah.
What?
You know how this works. You like go to a square and there's a merchant.
We have to roll whichever number is the hidden merchant.
Mm,
Somebody roll a d10 for me.
you're right.
I'm gonna get the merchant. Hold on.
All right, go ahead. It's above 5. It's merchant time.
I think that's a new number,
It is a new
so
number.
it could be.
This day passes without incident. You all get a nice restful sleep. You are able to find some wild animal.
Merchant.
To a wild merchant appears.
We kill him, eat him, and take all of his loot.
You're able to find some wild. I almost said merchant.
It almost worked.
Wild game, and have a nice dinner. So, following the next morning, the 6th day of Hell's Day of Labyrinth, 4 more squares.
4 more squares.
All right. At the end of this day, as you're heading into the Horizon Plains proper, the grass is growing greener. The animals that you see are more plentiful and bigger. You're kind of out of the northern scragland and into like the full lush Horizon Plains.
About to unlock Skyship.
As
This
you're
is every JRPG ever. This is where you get Skyship. Let's go.
and you do find a paraglider. No, okay. Nearing the end of this day, you do come upon a hill. It's a most unusual hill, insofar as there seems to be a fence around the base of the hill. And beyond the fence, there are some arbitrary here and there potted plants. There's a path that leads up the hill, some stairs, some shrubberies, and it leads to absolutely nothing. A completely blank, empty, barren hill.
I would like to
I don't
investigate
believe
the
this
hill.
magic.
Okay, one more again, all from all of you at once.
I don't trust the hill.
Magic.
We must investigate the hill.
I'd like to investigate the fence. Is it magic?
I'd like to
You see
avoid all
around-
plot points that Sid gives us at any time.
Yeah, let's just leave the hill alone, actually. Do we see a round door in the hill at all?
You do not know. I'll tell you what you see. I'll tell you.
No, not that way. And copy strip.
You see a black screen. Oh shit.
What? You're not on this map? Or is it
I've
taking a
got
minute
a-
to load?
Getting there slowly.
Oh, I now have the map.
What is that light? Is
What?
that?
What can you see?
That like this?
I
This
don't
thing?
see anything there.
It's like
Neither
a
does-
white line that's like a light that's like
Neither does
drawn and...
stream.
Huh?
I see
something
a
that's rendering
government
just
drone.
on your screen.
Hold on.
There's- Yeah, like here, where there's electricity marks.
Yeah, That, I just put it in the chat.
Huh.
Oh, I have ruined everything.
It's Stonehenge. what?
Pretend you don't see that.
Okay.
I have to refresh.
But I'm so bad at pretending.
Yeah.
I don't role play
Anything,
well at all.
If anything, I'm just gonna lean harder into it. I'm gonna definitely still find out what it is, but just by touching it instead.
Don't touch the butt.
You want a shrubbery?
Oh no. No. If Kijani sees any tall things, he is walking around.
I'm assuming that this
Can
is
you can you still see
a
it?
road sign.
No, I
Okay.
can't.
All right. It is a road sign. Yes, you see a road sign here.
Could you go up and see what the road sign says?
Yes. The direction that it faces towards you says Vidrusari. The one to the left says Badger Hill, and the one to the right says Iamdaliam.
We tie off our zebras there, so we don't have to worry about them in combat.
When you
What do
say
you mean combat?
so towards the hill, it says Badger Hill. That would make sense, right? And then the one pointed down on the map.
If you're coming
is-
from this direction, I said to your left. Yeah, so like the left-hand fork
yeah.
and the right-hand fork. Yeah. Why are you dancing in the field?
Well,
You
Badger
know, you
Hill
can
does
dance
not
if you want
sound
to.
interesting at all. I'm going to leave my friends behind. No. It looks like there might be stones on that hill, arranged in a way that might be enticing to those who are curious.
Hey guys,
If
look
you
over
guys
here.
Remember, Kijani is curious. Okay, and then he
Tie up our zebras.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I will
Excellent.
assist with the tying up of zebras.
Oh yeah, Kijani goes.
Well,
"Oh, shit,"
technically,
and
if
he'll
we're gonna
come
be this
back and-
specific, just in case it matters, somebody with a higher survival should, because that's how it works. But like, if that's not a thing that we're worried about,
A simple like hitch knot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I imagine you all have like it's.
I
made of grass.
I don't think that they're gonna try to escape. That's where it matters.
Yeah.
They might escape eventually, but I think that at least for now they'll be
Oh,
fine.
oh
Kijani
shit.
walks up to
Oh, what just happened?
Nothing.
Kijani
Nothing.
walks up to
Reality split.
Tim and says, "It will be okay, Tim. We will be right back."
I'm gonna move Kai and Vestrin along with you guys, even though. All right, you reach the top of the hill, and you know,
Kijani is going to climb on Sergeant's shoulder. What do you
Yes,
think it is?
I don't know, but I'm going to go inspect.
Kijani will be appended to Ceridwen as he will ride on his left shoulder.
okay.
Error token collide.
Yeah,
Okay.
you bump into something. Dum.
Oh, excuse me.
Hello? Kijani's gonna reach his hand out.
You hear a low buzzing noise.
Oh, kind of like the lightning.
It seems to be gathering amplitude. I don't know how electricity works.
Surgeon will step back.
Yeah, Kijani will hop off and. Oh god, I don't know. Brace himself, I guess.
Make a reflex save. Ceridwen and actually just probably just Ceridwen, Topharos, and Kijani. Unless you would have liked to have backed up at the sound of the.
I would have backed up at the sound of the.
Yeah, 100%.
No,
I said
Kijani's up
that.
there.
Yeah.
Back me out. I'm fine. Well, I don't want to.
Okay.
You want me to? I would be fine. I was going to be up close to there too. I'd be
All
fine
right.
with.
In
having
that
me
case,
it.
in this
You
moment,
keep moving, not me.
You're.
where do you want to be? Why don't you move you?
You want to? Yeah. He
I can't.
The
Why
game
not?
is paused.
Game is
can't
paused.
now.
Oh.
He can't
The game's
now.
paused.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
See, if anything, he was being nice. He was putting us out of way. You might be
Yeah.
putting
In
us
that case, everybody
danger.
except for Vesper needs to make a reflex save.
Yeah, but I would have been up there, so I'm a curious bird.
Oh,
Are
Vesper
these
2 actually.
public?
Oh, I totally would have been in that.
Yes, they're public.
Oh.
Oh.
can you- I...
I ain't scared of shit.
Oh, they are public. So, since they're public, we will have a chance to re-roll if we fail, if we know that we failed.
Yes.
Okay.
You self-rolled. You haven't rolled yet. No,
Can
you.
you Oh, you did.
What do you
They're
mean?
revealed.
What?
Did you roll?
I rolled. I was the first one to roll.
Yeah, you self-rolled. I can't see it either. You rolled it to you.
Oh, how do I
I don't know.
reveal that?
right click and reveal. You should
Ah.
have that option.
Okay. Everybody except for Oleander and Kijani will succeed. Oleander
I would like to
and Kijani will
reroll.
regular fail.
Regular fail.
Oh. No, I'll take it.
All right. Everyone is pushed back outside of the radius of this.
Wee.
Can I try to dig my roots in and not have that
Oh,
happen?
yeah,
Can
I would
move
like
myself?
to use my reaction and not be moved.
Wait, you want to be in the spot that's doing more damage to us?
I never get to use it. I want to do it.
All right.
Kijani is a stormborn druid. He's curious.
Do you have
If
a
nothing
reaction or a feature that makes you difficult to move? Your roots, is that a thing that you have at this level?
I mean, it's a thing that it's. Hold on. Oh, I know it's somewhere on here. Where is that?
Kijani and
I'm
Oleander
dumb.
also take
Why am I not seeing that?
10
never
points
put it-
of lightning damage.
Ooh, that's a lot, actually. I don't know if it's a feat
You
so
gain
much. It's
a-
root
You gain a
leshy.
plus. Root Leshy. It's you gain a +2 circumstance bonus. So your fortitude or reflex DCs against attempts to reposition, shove, or trip you. So you'd have had a plus. He would have had a +2 bonus.
No, that's against his.
Essentially-
That's the bonus to his DC when other people
See, oh,
attempt
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
to push, trip, or whatever. In this case, it was a reflex save against an effect.
Okay.
So your DC doesn't help you here.
Gotcha.
I opposed.
Ceridwen, you can absolutely choose not to be moved.
I'm not going to be moved.
Mark that reaction as having been taken this hour. If you do not move, you also take the 10 points of lightning damage.
I will be moved.
Okay. You are pushed outside as it. And this barrier now appears in place.
Guess I'm going to walk over here and inspect this stone, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do the same to this stone.
Okay.
Do any of these stones remind me of like druidic arts? Is this like a natural place of power, or
Anyone who inspects a pillar can make a spell casting ability check, be it nature, occultism, religion, or arcana.
would that be the same as me doing like a spell attack?
No, it's
yeah.
for call knowledge with that. For call knowledge, nature, arcana, religion, or occultism. Vestrin's going to make her check.
So yes, basically.
I mean,
It would be
it's
the
you make a nature check.
I don't think I made that blind. Can I do that?
That's okay. It's okay. It's an ability check. You can make it. In this case, you can make it. Vestrin rolls a natural 20.
I'm misfit for this. Let's do it.
Go!
You're welcome. I helped.
Ceridwen.
Here's my 6, dude.
Ceridwen and Vestrin are both able to determine that these are simple runes carved into the stone, designed to create a powerful barrier. It's tapped into a ley line on the hill. It's rudimentary, but very difficult to bypass because of its simplicity, at least by brute force. You could take this barrier down in little to no time just by disrupting the runes themselves on the stones. But anything trying to just like force its way in would very much struggle. Even very, very strong creatures like giants would struggle to get into this barrier. Kijani, you recognize that it is powerful magic, and you recognize that you're on top of a ley line.
Hmm.
It's probably fueling it. Oleander, your hair smells like ozone. It's distracting.
Oh, it's gonna take me an hour to brush this out.
This is incredibly strong magic. There is a place in the earth here. The currents of natural magic collide. Something is using this, but I do not know why.
The horizon planes are not exactly hospitable to everyone. It could just simply be a form of protection from
But
creatures
protection.
that might.
But protection for what?
Oleander,
Giant mosquitoes. Pteranodon.
Yes, that's my name.
do you see anything? Like with your heaty
Elf
eyes? What do your half-elf eyes see?
Oh, it's actually a good idea for other reasons too. We might. Okay, this might be. Okay, cool. I'll use incandescent sight.
All right. Does that give you actual sight of some kind?
I don't think it does anything. At least I don't know how to if it does.
Detection
actually-
modes. I can't give you anything other than that because it's based on the system. All right. You sense a number of irregular heat patterns ahead. It's difficult to tell kind of at first what's going on. Make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Okay. It takes you a while staring at it, just like almost like one of those magic eye situations, because it's really hard to tell depth when you can see through everything. But eventually, it all starts to come together as you kind of slide your head back and forth and see everything shift.
Yeah, I'll like kind of pace between
Circle?
two of the rocks, kind of kind of the whole circle of the minute.
Inside, there appears to be at least one small humanoid creature. He's short and chubby, warm-blooded, and he either makes coffee and beer, or like he's got a bunch of vials and brewer's equipment, and that's all various temperatures.
We found the
seems to
hidden
be-
merchant.
He appears to be bustling about.
There's an alchemist or something in there.
So there's somebody inside.
Yeah.
It is probably his home.
Does anything happen notably other than my Veo shard lighting up when I activate my? Okay.
No.
That was why I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely use my vertice in this case.
Great call.
No, what?
No.
I didn't see any instances of anything showing signs of the Veo corpse either, so that's good. But I don't know how to, just like other than like yelling. You know, I go and walk. I knock on one of the stones. and
Have you ever
hope that
knocked
they
on a
don't-
stone?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
hurts.
You can't even hear
Yeah.
the own knock to
Oh.
yourself, let alone.
It's not. It's not hollow. It's not hollow. That makes sense. I get upset.
Hello?
Yeah, I'll yell. I won't. Will won't, but Oleander will.
Okay.
Just to see, just before as my eyes are about to give out. I just want to see if he responds at all.
Yeah, you see him perk up, and for the first time, you can see little round ears perk up on top of his head. Or her head. As he turns towards you. And then hurriedly puts its head back down and back to work.
It definitely heard me this time.
We see you. Hello.
You hear the unmistakable sound of a wooden door opening. Go away!
Okay.
Could we interest you in conversation? Travelers. Been going for a while. We got a really cool setup here. Love to ask you some questions about how you achieved this. Quite impressive.
Have you gold?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say so? A few moments pass in silence. The stones begin to slowly power down. A tower flickers into existence.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
It's completely covered in shadow. It's a shadow tower, guys. This is where we have to fight the shadow versions of ourselves, like in every Legend of Zelda game.
As the tower appears, you can see a wooden door to the tower, right here, and it is slightly ajar.
Game's paused.
It's not.
Sarah Joan will go inside.
All right.
Hey, it's our hidden merchant.
As you step into, you can see this
Oh,
guy.
he's adorable. I would die for him.
Is he a koala? Oh, he's a raccoon?
He's a
Aw.
badger. It's Badger Hill. Jerry.
Okay, yeah, that tracks.
As you approach,
Are there any mushrooms?
there are many mushrooms. Welcome, travelers. You look capable and skilled. Come to
Oh,
change coins by chance?
always be happy to see what you have. My name is Sarah.
Sarah,
Yours is...
it is a pleasure to meet you. Sorry about all the nonsense, but it's been
No,
a bit
no.
hairy around here lately, if you don't mind me saying so. My name is
Oh,
Camden. Me and
well,
my
that's
family
Camden.
live here in Badger Hill.
You are covered in hair. I feel like it is probably
Yeah.
always hairy.
Yes, but this
You
time
said
of year the
Hampton?
children are blowing their coats. But no,
Camden.
Cam-
Okay.
Camden, what's, if you don't mind me asking, as we are travelers through here, what is causing it to be more hairy than usual?
which way are you headed?
It starts with like two eyes, and then the last one is like
Liam,
Liam, but they
Liam.
say it weird.
The southern city. I don't even bother with the name anymore. No one knows how to pronounce it properly. Yes, if you're headed that way. Actually, perhaps there's something you could do for me. I would make it worth your while. I've heard strange rumors, and it's a little bit terrifying, my family being here, something so close as this, but apparently there's a roving band of bandits on the plains. Despite the Terran Armada. Dangerous lot. Mounted on wargs. Anyway, I understand that they've made a real mess of things. They've got a swarm of bloodseekers following around in their wake. It isn't surprising considering the bodies are leaving behind. It's along the road from here. If you could look into it, clean up the area around the old barrow. Make sure it's clear. That's the closest location to my home. I'd rather it not be overrun by bloodseekers in the wake of those brigands. I will repay you, and I don't have coin, or I won't part with what I do have. I need it to buy wares for the winter. But I am an alchemist. I can provide you with potions of useful variety for travelers such as yourself.
How did you access the power of the ley line?
Oh, a clever one you are. Quite easy, really. He points towards the trapdoor. My home extends quite deep into the hill. An array of stones, such as the ones around the top, make it possible to channel the power into a select number of forms. The sphere I find most useful.
If it would be possible, little Kijani, that's me by the way, would love to spend some reverent time in such a powerful place. I would like to see the ley line down there.
I don't make it my business to invite patrons into my home. I have family, and you are strange.
Yes, I am.
If we're clear, the brigands out. We're no longer patrons at that point.
No, then I suppose you would be business partners. Protectors.
Yeah, well, we would be very interested in potions. And
Brilliant indeed. Of course, I could sell some to you now if you have coin. I'm always in the market for coin.
What else do you have?
I have healing potions. I have alchemical tools for making fire and light. I have, let's see, a couple of old bottles of Sunny D, and
You have what?
just a few. Let's see, it's quite a fine vintage. I believe this is.
Idani's eyes are as big and anime as possible.
Could they get much bigger?
He is up on the counter.
You have it.
He's petting his face.
Please,
Walk up,
sir, please,
and I pick Kijani up and put him down on the
My
ground.
good man.
And I do it again. And like, okay, no, we're not doing this again.
And I have a fair amount of the only crop I can reasonably grow around here. Longleaf.
What is that?
Tobacco. Quite fine, if I may say so. I smoke it myself down in the holes. I mean, cure it myself. I also smoke it myself, but that's not what I meant.
That'd do good as trade for a ship, on a ship. Okay.
So care you to purchase anything now, or simply return after you've dealt with the...
What are your prices for? Well, I really must say, Oleander, I don't really do much with the price of things.
He has minor healing potions for 5 gold pieces apiece. He has lesser healing potions for 15 gold pieces apiece. And he has elixirs of life. The minor version for 3 gold pieces. And I'll build the shop like in the actual game UI before we meet again, so that you can look at those more clearly, and he has a couple of other potions and things as well. We're getting ready to wrap up for the night, so anybody have any final questions before we shut it down?
He said that the brigands have been doing what?
Leaving a wake of bloody corpses.
Okay.
You're not sure if that's animals, people, but they've attracted a swarm of bloodseekers, these massive mosquito-type creatures that are following in their wake, cleaning up the corpses left behind, feeding on their murderous work. He seems to indicate that there's an old well nearby. An old barrow. Barrow is a kind of old school word. You guys would know it. It's like a burial ground. A burial
Usually there's a
mound.
bunch of sparrows that are around them.
Sometimes one can find sparrows in and about the barrows.
Is it called Bleak Falls Barrows?
It's not called.
Does he
Bleak
have
Falls.
on his desk a golden claw with symbols on the bottom of it?
It does not appear that he does. No. Does that disappoint you?
Well, not. I mean, I'm sure I would have fun the first 4 times that I did it, but afterwards I'd probably get a little bored.
And then once you found out that like there was probably a fake one involved, you'd probably do it another couple times just to be sure. But
Right, but like after say the 70th hour of doing the same dungeon again, I'd probably lose the novelty of some of the puzzles and
Sure.
really just say I'm gonna start over and not play a stealth archer, but you
Then
really
do it.
always end up
Yeah.
playing a stealth archer.
I'm definitely
wasn't
not going to
stealth
exploit
archer.
those potions to make
I'm gonna play a
billion-dollar
mage.
worth items.
Oh, bound bow is a spell.
I'm a mage, bound bow. Yeah, that's true. So true. I'm playing Dragon's Dogma 2 right now. It's a lot of fun.
I heard that that's very microtransaction heavy. Is that
That's-
true?
No.
Okay, great.
What
Hi,
happened
Twitch.
was the people were surprised by the microtransactions because they weren't advertised ahead of time. All the microtransactions are for items you can otherwise earn in the game, just kind of slowly.
Is
But
there
you don't need
PvP in the
them.
game?
No, there's no PvP.
Okay, great.
And you don't need the microtransactions to play it to it. You don't need them at all. Also, you can mod them in if you want. So, don't buy them.
I like it.
All right, bye Twitch. See you
My
next
head
time.
next-
Hi, Mom.
See you in
Bye,
2
Twitch.
weeks. Because next weekend's Easter. So, in 2 weeks, we will embark upon the quest to discover what's going on with the barrow. Until then, bye Twitch.